Hello Aquarians and Crosswatchers, welcome to your afternoon quickie tarot video. This is designed to be 20 minutes or under. This is just for those people who maybe want to watch something on their break, or who don't really like to spend a lot of time in a video. But for those of you who do like longer videos, I do a longer video every night, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM, or New York time. And I don't live in New York, but it's still the same time zone. And that has a live chat. So if any of you like to participate in longer videos with a live chat, you can tune into my 10:30 Eastern Standard Time PM video. Anyway, guys, I've already said my prayers, and I want to be the first to tell you that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you, and the divine values you, and thank you so much for being here. So I'm pulling an animal oracle, and I'm going to do your tarot spread of 9 cards, and I'm going to close out with an angel message. And we pulled emu, but also I want to tell you that thank you for tuning into my channel, Aquarius by Aquarius. The emu says, this is a good time to go on a new adventure. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. For those of you who like the date, today is October 30th. As I'm doing this video, it's October 30th. So time to go on a new adventure. Time to go on a new adventure. Oh, and I almost forgot, I'm your host, Colleen. So thank you for hanging out with me here. Let's see what these 9 cards want to say about going on a new adventure. Change. We got death. Death is always rebirth. Something ends, something begins. What's ending is probably what has been the humdrum, the normal, the energy of maybe even waiting. It's a good time to go on an adventure, and I think that just is saying it's a great time to have some experiences right now. And we have lovers. All right. All right. It's a decision, but it's also Gemini energy, Scorpio energy, Pluto energy, Mercury energy. It's an energy of getting together with someone and doing something. That Lover's card could be anyone. All right, grabbing a close friend, grabbing your honey, and just going out and doing some things. I mean, these two were sort of immersed together, right, in a kiss. Okay, but either way, if there's nobody to kiss, there is probably someone that you can grab and go have some good times with, and maybe it will even turn into something. All right. Just getting out there, because I do see, you know, one face and then 2 faces. And again, we have the dullness, and that's what I sort of had channeled. All right. Going from the humdrum, all right, and having some sort of experiences. And we have the moon card here, and you might have an ideal of what you want to do. It's Pisces energy. We have 3 major arcana here, by the way, out of 4 cards. Death, Lovers, and the moon. So we have Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini. But the moon talks about what is in your emotions, what you're thinking, what you haven't even brought to surface yet. And maybe you're going to be bringing to someone's attention, hey, let's go do this. You want to go do this with me? Or if you don't want to, that's fine. I'm going to go do this, you know, just sort of getting out there. But whatever this is, it hasn't been brought to light yet, all right? And maybe Pluto, when Pluto enters Aquarius, that's going to bring something into light when it comes to what you want to do. Maybe you're not exactly sure what you want to do, but you want to do something. So there's always that scenario too. 4 of Worlds is the center of this, but there's a lot of holding back. There's a lot of holding back here. So I don't know if that's your energy, because the 4 of Worlds is the 4 of Pentacles, and then the moon card right next to it. There's a lot that's being held back right now when it comes to what's in somebody's emotions. And we have the 10 of Worlds, and it's in the reverse. So it may have something to do with the Ten of Worlds. Somebody may be holding back, that they want to just go out, they want to move on, they want to do some things, okay? Because I do see the Star card, I do see the Chariot, and I see the Four of Cups reversed. So I feel like on the bottom of the deck, what it's saying is you want to get out. You know, you want to live your life. And if there's any sort of energy that's keeping you from doing that, I feel like you're going to, well, you're thinking about it, you're feeling it right now, sort of maybe suppressing it. But you're going to eventually come out and say, hey, I want to get out and do some things. I want to leave this place, this Ten of Worlds. The Ten of Worlds can be, you know, your place and everything you've accumulated, or it can be if you're always at work or something like this. But this Ten of Worlds is like, I feel like you just want to leave it all behind and go have some adventuring. And it can even be, you know, like RV life, van life. Just leave all that other stuff behind and just go out and have an adventure. Because the Ten of Worlds can be leaving all that stuff behind. Let's just go do this. Four of Crystals in the reverse. There's a lot here about, you know, taking action. Taking action, especially if there's been some sort of vacation, getaway, some idea, like a bucket list, anything. It's saying it's a good time to do this or act on it. And we have Strength card, Leo energy. Maybe there's a Leo involved, or you maybe have Leo in your chart, but now that's another major arcana. 4 major arcanas here out of 8 cards. So this is, I do believe an opportunity is going to present itself, even if you're the one who brings it about. I do feel like we have the 8 of Worlds. I do feel like your focus is going to shift, and I feel like your focus is going to shift on from whatever this dullness, this humdrum, whatever this is in your life, to focusing on adventures, living life, having experiences. And you know, 9 of Crystals is here, and so I don't know what all this thought is about. I'm going to clarify, because maybe, you know, when you decide to do this, maybe there's a lot of thought about who it may affect when you do these changes or implement these changes. You know, let's see. Maybe it will come out, maybe it won't. Maybe because you have different thoughts. It's not a general reading, so it just could be something that's on your mind, something you've wanted to do, sort of been holding it, keeping it to yourself, about ready to do it. Tell me about the Death card. Wow, isn't that something? 5 of Water. This is just somebody kind of in this deck. It's like someone's just sort of sitting here, and maybe even wondering, you know, why am I sitting here, you know? But there's a lot that came out here, so I don't even know. We have the Sun card, Leo energy. This ultimately talks about happiness here. What needs to change is you need some happy experiences. I believe that's strongly here what needs to change. And I think what you don't realize, if you don't have someone to have some happy experiences with, it's definitely coming in, all right? And if you do, you're going to do it. Again, I can't help but notice, you know, going from 1 to 2. Going from 1 to 2. And somebody's looking at this 10 of Pentacles here. Am I going to sit here, you know, I have all of this. There's family, there's, you know, everything. But am I just going to sit here and everything I've accumulated and, you know, am I going to enjoy it like that? Or am I going to, like, get out and do something? Some of you really want to get out and do something with someone, all right? Or date. But either way, I do see going from 1 to 2 if you're looking for that. Whether romantic or not, it's still going out and doing things with another person, not being alone so much. Because it's like, you know, maybe everyone else around you has their life, and maybe you've given to that, and it's time for your life now, you know? Let's clarify the next row. It's a general reading because you guys are at different stages of your life. Some of you, you know, the kids have left the nest and it's time for you. Or they're big enough to fend for themselves, whether they're home or not, and it's time for you. But some of you, this has nothing to do with kids. It's just like, look, I really want to get out and do some things. I want to have some experiences. Everyone else around me seems to be busy, or there is that one person who isn't. But I do see going from 1 to 2, and I saw it in both decks. I showed you that. Now these cards came out. Those were face down, so I believe that's what you don't see coming. But we, again, from 1 to 2, Page of Fire and 2 of Fire. I do believe you're going in a new direction, and whatever this direction is, it's heart-centered, and it's around your happiness, and it's around your joy, and it's around whatever you've been feeling. Strong Pisces energy. Maybe you're going to even be connecting with someone who has Pisces in their chart, or maybe you even have Pisces in your chart, because the Queen of Water, technically, it's water energy, but it's specifically, if you look it up in a book, it's specifically linked to Pisces. The moon is linked to Pisces. But I also like to link it to Cancer because the moon rules Cancer. And then the Four of Worlds. You know, maybe there's even someone external to you who wants to go out and do something with you, and they've just sort of been holding back. Because there's an energy of holding back, and I don't know why. It's like an energy of holding back, possibly because of, you know, something to do with this 10 of Pentacles. It's in the upright now because it will take you away from that. It will take you away from maybe the home, the family, the job. And, you know, it could be traveling. It could be whatever. Like with that 4 of Crystals in the reverse, you know, it does talk about movement, but it also can talk about, if it was in the upright, like rest and relaxation. So it could even be very much like RV life, van life, or just traveling. All right, not sitting or settling at one place. Like, I just want to do what I want to do now. And, you know, whatever this is doesn't need me anymore. Tell me about the 4 of Crystals. So many, you know, the Spilt Milk card did come out, and the 2 of Earth in reverse, and the 3 of Air, and Ego. You know, whatever this is, it's realizing it's time to get out, it's time to move, it's time to do something. Because if anyone is in an energy of sitting around thinking about whatever, okay, with the 5 of Water, the 3 of Air, these are heavy thoughts, all right? They're not easy thoughts, they're heavy thoughts. Somebody is coming to the decision, it's just toxic to stay like this. It just is. And it's time for me to stop, my rest and recovery period is over. It's time for me to get out. It's time for me to do something, because I'm a lot of times I find my thoughts visiting negative thoughts or heavy thoughts or regretful or sorrowful thoughts, and it's time for me to move away from that because it is toxic for me. So I like how somebody notices that. And if it's not you, because, so far, other than the dullness card, I really haven't seen much air energy, but I'm just reading energy anyway. This could be external to you. Someone thinking you're just the right person to do these things with. Tell me about the Strength card, Leo energy, and we had Leo with the Sun, 5 of Air. There's a lot of thought. We have the Hermit energy with Virgo, and we have a lot of thought here. A lot of thought. And it does say mistakes, melodrama, reassessment. So somebody is too much in an energy of thinking about something. It's not making the person feel very good when they think about it. The thoughts are more geared to heavier. So if it's not you, it's external to you, and someone's thinking about reaching out, getting together with you, having some good experiences with you. But either way, however this is playing out, we're ending off with the 8 of Worlds, which is a new focus. Something new to focus on. And loving self, Queen of Earth. Getting out there. So I do see, this is getting out there, loving yourself, as far as, doing the things you enjoy. And that's what I mean in this instance about loving yourself. Taking care of yourself, getting out there, maybe even going out with another person, maybe even going out on a date, getting together with friends, hooking up, even being hooked up by friends, and just a whole new focus. I just see a whole new life coming in, especially if anyone's been in an energy of just sort of thinking about just heavy thoughts. It's not even telling me specifically what the thoughts are, but they're heavy, and they're just it's not a good energy. It's just to sit there and thinking it's time to get out, time to, you know, do something with another person, or meet another person. I've seen it 3 different times, going from 1 to 2, going from 1 to 2. So that's important to know. Anyway, let's close out with an angel message. I want to thank everybody who tuned in to Aquarius by Aquarius. Again, this reading was for October 30th, but tarot is timeless. When you find it, it's meant for you. And we have Archangel Gabriel, and it says, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. And this is an energy of holding back. You know, the arts are everything, because everything we do in this world really it's supposed to come from our creativity. So if you communicate, if you vlog, if you write, literally draw, whatever creativity comes from you is art. It is your art, your personal art and imprint on this world. And it's time to stop holding back and get into that. It also looks like you align with another person to do this with, whether they're romantic or a very good friend, but it starts by literally just getting out there. All right. Like I said, if none of this is happening to you, you're already living your life, you're already doing your thing, you're not at home, you're not having these heavy thoughts, there could be someone who is, and they're thinking you're just the right person to align with. So keep that in mind as well. Anyway, guys, I love you. Thank you for tuning in, and namaste, my friends.